What's up, guys and gals? It's your host of the most Griever, as always, bringing you guys the latest chapter review for Ayakashi Triangle, chapter 140, entitled The Ayakashi Medium's Blade. This could almost be a short, because the chapter itself is just a day fight. Suzu versus, up until Matsuri comes in at the very end. Suzu, with the life halo and all that stuff, versus the Gogyo-sen. The Gogyo-sen basically states, hey, guess what? Yeah, you might be super strong. Yeah, you might be Amaterasu, reincarnated and all this stuff. The Queen of Yamato was the same deal, but she had a fighter. She had a right hand, the hand of that would do her bidding and fight her battles, sort of idea, because your power might be supreme. It might be, but it's the power of life. It's not meant for combat. It's not meant for death, destruction, and war. That is not what your power is for. Actually makes a lot of sense. So Suzu's holding her own, but the Gogyo-sen is continuing to pressure and is clearly gaining the upper hand. He summons some of the Digimon. I forget what name. It's not Seraphmon. It's the other one. Anyways, one of the Digimon forms into rock golem forms. Summons a bunch of them. Suzu battles them. Then it's fire blasts and all this crazy shit, right? So Matsuri shows up in the end, and we finally get the answer to the question, what's in the box? And here is my problem. So Matsuri shows up, seemingly able to block. It's a nice reunion moment, I guess. Matsuri's not down and out, fully healed somehow, like just randomly. Okay, so Matsuri's fully healed from that attack that nearly took him out. Still doesn't have his ninja gear, so it's not new ninja gear. But it's seemingly back in full form. They're all like, yeah, I knew you'd come and help me and stuff. It's like, alright, so you still have some strength left in you. Uses a crazy 5-point pentagram star attack. Boom, super devouring flames of ultimate Gogyo-sen might. And then Dragon Cyclone Wind attack. I don't remember a translated name being Dragon Cyclone from the Wind Kazumaki Wind Jutsu before. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Sort of wish, because I assume it would be almost the same. Dragon Cyclone would probably have the same Japanese name as Dragon Twister from Inuyasha, the third movie, the Swords of the Honorable Ruler, or Sword of World Conquest. It's got many names. That would have been cool, because yeah, Dragon Twister, Dragon Cyclone sounds cool, but in Japanese it's referred to as the Goku-Ryaha. And I'm like, okay, that just sounds so much cooler. I know dragon's in the name in the English, but once again, some attack names just sound so much better in their Japanese form. So, but yeah. Either way, I don't remember this being an attack, and the fact that it's staving off the attack of the Gogyo-sen and stuff, and he's like, the wind scattered our flames, what? And this is where they say, now, I'm not the same guy you faced before. I have a Fundoshi. End of chapter. Okay? Now, once again, this comedic-wise would work. If we hadn't got through that stupid 3-chapter bullshit, like 60 chapters ago or so, where Matsuri had to get over the idea of wearing the Fundoshi. Now I'm sure that this is like some Bleach, research and development squad with Ryo and Soga and his mother and all that stuff, developing this super underwear, super Fundoshi, and it's probably got super wind jutsu. It's boosting his wind powers, and it had to be underwear because it's an Ichi manga and it's a comedic manga. Okay. The problem is that it's now undermining that little side part about him being comfortable and still being able to utilize his powers and his wind while wearing female underwear for now, female undergarments and stuff, right? So the fact that he gave up the Fundoshi and he could, still fight and still live his life and stuff without the need of the Fundoshi anymore, this right now we assume, but we don't know if it's anything more than just a Fundoshi. Like, maybe it's some souped up science mega underwear. It's the ultimate, super powered, Super Saiyan underwear. Maybe. But right here, it's implied that because he changed his underwear from female panties into a male Fundoshi, now he's ready to give it a round goddamn 2, right? And that was what was in the box. But it undermines the whole little getting the idea behind giving up the Fundoshi in the first place. And I don't like the inconsistency for that. I don't mind that it's a comedic power-up. I don't mind that it's an Ichi power-up. I mind that it's undermining a pre-established arc that Matsuri as a character already went through. As minor or as major as it may be, it bothers me. It does bother me. So the chapter was very straightforward. It was they fight, and what was in the box, it was a Fundoshi somehow fully healed, ready to fight, and is able to, with the Fundoshi, is able to block off a Gogyosen sized attack, which completely blew him away before. Now that he's got a Fundoshi, he's able to use Dragon Cyclone Wind Jutsu and actually block a Gogyosen attack with 5 arms. Alright, so power scaling wise, it's confusing. Character arc wise, it's undermining. And honestly, it's not really that funny a joke. So I think it failed on all fronts, in all honesty. So the chapter sort of is a bit of a dud. That's really all I have to say about it. Don't really got much more. Ayakashi Triangle, man. I mean, you want to stick with it. I always try to stick with series up until I've only ever dropped one series. I should have dropped Tokyo Ghoul Part 2, or whatever it's called, I should have dropped Tokyo Ghoul. The first one series was good. The second one was so bad. I should have dropped it before finishing it many times ago. And I dropped One Punch Man. Those are the only 2 series I have ever actually dropped that I've ever made videos on YouTube. And, it's probably going to take quite a bit for Ayakashi Triangle to do the same thing. But it doesn't mean that I'm not disappointed in what's been happening currently in the latest few chapters. Really great potential has been lost. And now we're trying to go back to the jokes, and they're not even funny. They're not funny from an anime comedy standpoint. They're not funny from a lewd ecchi standpoint. They're not sexy because, once again, I don't really know a big fetish or a subcategory on any of these sites for, all right, I want female fundoshi. That's my kink. That's my genre. So it's not even going down that road. So yeah, I really do think it's failing on all fronts. That's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. I hope it really does pick up after this. I hope after this battle and stuff we get back to a couple of good chapters. Maybe even just straight up comedic, one-off villain funny chapters, because right now not feeling it. So that's it from me. Like, comment, and subscribe, everybody. See you back here next time. Bye-bye.